welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be giving breakdown of how I got my admission and the cost of everything that it took. So yeah. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so happy to have you here. If you're new here, my name is Esther Tama, but if you're not, hi. I'm a student of the University of Sunderland and I'm currently studying mass communication there, BSc, and I'm going to be giving a breakdown of the process of my admission, how I got my admission, every process, the fees and everything. So I'll also state why I'm doing a BSc, because I already have done a BSc before I graduated in 2020. I'll state the reason why I'm doing a BSc again. So yeah, sit back, relax, and I'll try to make this I don't want it to be too long so it doesn't bore you guys. So but yeah, just sit back, relax, and enjoy this section. So hi, welcome back again. Like I said, I'm currently studying at the University of Sunderland in the United Kingdom, and I want to say special thanks to my agent Tessa, who helped me with the whole process of like my application and everything. Please note that my agent did not charge for the application, the whole process. If you choose to, at the end of the day, gift her some money, it's your choice, but please note that my agent didn't charge for the process. So I got my admission. I can't remember when exactly I got my admission, but I think it was sometime around May. I can't remember. I cannot remember, but we started the whole application from like, I think it was in around like March or so. We got so many rejections. I'm not even going to lie. And one of the reasons why we got so many rejections was because of my former BSc certificate, which I got it from Benin Republic. I schooled in Benin Republic for my BSc, and then most of the schools didn't want to give me a master's. I wanted to go for a master's program, but I couldn't get a master's program because of my BSc certificate, and that was because they said, there's just been a lot of back and forth with schools in Benin Republic talking about schools not being accredited and a whole lot of drama. So that's why I'm currently doing another BSc, and please know that this BSc I'm currently doing is not for 4 years, it's just for a year. It's like a BSc top up to top up the BSc certificate I already have. Do you understand? So if you want to opt for a master's program, you are free to do that, but I'm currently doing BSc. Please also note that master's fee, school fees, is different from BSc. I don't know the exact amount, but I'm currently supposed to pay 11,500 for my BSc program. I think the master's should be around £16,000, or I can't say, I don't know. So like I said, the school is University of Sunderland. The fees were supposed to be around £14,500, but I got a scholarship of £3,000 for international students, so we are left with £11,500. That £11,500, when you get your admission, you're supposed to pay £3,500 to get your CAS, and that CAS is like a confirmation of the acceptance for you to school in the university. So after you get your CAS, you can now proceed to apply for your visa. You have an admission does not mean you can go and start processing your visa. You have to get your CAS from the school before you start applying for your visa. So now here's a breakdown of the school fees cost and how you're going to, or you are expected to pay. When you get your admission, you're expected to pay £3,500. So I said my total fee was £14,500 before I got a scholarship of £3,000, and I'm left with £11,500. So before the video continues, this is a short breakdown of how the fees are to be paid. So from your £11,500, you're supposed to pay £3,500 before you get your CAS. So once that deposit is made, you're going to get your CAS. I don't know what's it called? The time frame for everybody to get their CAS is actually different. So after you have submitted all your documents and everything is complete, you get to see how you can track your CAS and everything. So my CAS was actually delayed, and here's the reason why. I had to write IELTS, and why I had to write, I don't think most Nigerian students that schooled in Nigeria would have that issue of writing IELTS. I don't know, but when it gets to that stage or that bridge, you cross it. I don't know. But for me, I had to write IELTS because I didn't school in Nigeria. I schooled in Benin Republic, and my certificate is English and French. So they said they are not certain if I can communicate in English because I schooled in Benin Republic. That was another stress entirely. So I had to write IELTS twice, and that's not because I didn't pass, because I made a mistake writing the general IELTS. There's general IELTS and there's academic IELTS. I was supposed to write the academic IELTS because I'm going to school, I'm going to study here. So I wrote the first IELTS, which was the general IELTS, and then
submitted it, they rejected it because it wasn't academic. So I had to rewrite the IELTS again. You guys, that period, I almost gave up. I'm not even going to lie. Like, I'm so grateful again to my agent for her support. Like, she literally supported me to write the IELTS again, because she knew that we both, like, we had already stressed and it was already exhausting at that point, you know, waiting for cars, you know. I mean, it was so stressful. So I had to rewrite the IELTS again, and I passed, luckily for me. So after that was done, we submitted it, and then I think the next day my class came out. So if it wasn't that the IELTS thing was involved, I don't think it would have taken so long for my class to come up. I think it took like a month. I can't not remember, but I think it took like a month for my class to like come out. So after my class came out, I had to pay my visa fee and IHS fee before I booked a slot for my biometrics, and then I went for it. I applied for my visa on the 12th of August. My visa came out on the 14th of August. It took like just 2 days. I know some people's own take longer. I don't know. Time differs. So please, some people's own takes like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. You get, so it's completely different. You just have to be patient and wait for those to come out. So important things you have to notice that you have to pay the 3,500 before you get your CAS. After you get your CAS, then you cannot apply for visa. Please don't say because they're giving you admission you want to go and apply for visa. Don't waste your money. Please be patient, get your CAS before you go and apply for your visa. Also, proof of fund is very important. You need your proof of fund. Some things you need to note: you have to have your school fees deposit before going to apply for your CAS. After you're getting your CAS, if you have to write IELTS, you have to write IELTS. You need your proof of fund as well. You need your visa fee. You also need your IHS fee for all this to work. So yes, I don't think it's so much of a stress when you have all the right documents. Do you understand? And I also feel like this whole visa application thing, you need to have your right documents for everything to go smoothly. And I'm just going to say, God helped me. I can't even lie, because at some point I was really exhausted from the mental stress of getting so many rejections when I applied to different schools, to having to write IELTS. You guys, I was so scared of writing this IELTS because, hey God, I beg. And again, my school requested for 5.5 each for listening. If you've written IELTS before, you know, for listening, reading, writing, and speaking, you have to have 5.5 each. I think I'm going to put my IELTS result for you guys to see. I was just lucky because that reading is very tough. I'm going to put both results up in the video somewhere so you guys can see the two results and how I did. Well, I'm so glad because of that was not so much, because I don't know how I would have scaled through, because guys, that IELTS is very hard. But yeah, I'm so glad all this has come to an end. Like I said, I don't want to make this too long so it doesn't bore you guys, but I think I've made the stated the important points for now. If you have any other questions, you can always ask me and I'll respond. If you need my agent's number too, I'm willing to drop it for you. Please, there are steps you have to take. You are not rushing. You cannot rush. Like I said, we started the application in March and everything completed in August when I got my visa. March, April, May. Okay, I got my admission in May. So let's say May, June, July, August. 4 months. From March to May was around like 3 months. Then I got the search for admission. So you know, it's not, you cannot apply today and get a response today. No, that's not possible. So let's just say overall we used like almost 6 to 7 months for this whole process. So if you want to go for January intake, I think applications have started already for January intake. It might not take so long for you because we're already in November, right? So like I said, everybody's process time is different. You can apply today and get a response in 2 days, or apply today and get a response in 2 weeks. Everybody's time is different, so you just have to be patient and just take it one step at a time. Look at me now, I'm here and I'm so excited to be here. It's not easy. I've had my, oh my God, how did I get here? Who even sent me to leave my job, leave my family in Nigeria and come down here? But yeah, like they say, it always gets better, so I'm hopeful that it gets better. So thank you guys. If you have any questions, you can send me a message and I'll definitely respond. Thank you guys, and bye.